A tiny firefly with a faint glow holds a big secret. He's afraid of the dark. Strange, isn't it? But for him, that fear isn't just a feeling. It threatens the very thing that makes him special. And worse, he belongs to a team where light means everything. Nighttime spread its cool velvet acro. Flicker was a tiny firefly who lived along the edge of a coastal forest, where trees swayed in the salty wind and the ancient song of the ocean never faded the land each evening. And for the insects and animals of the woodland, darkness was not an obstacle. It was the canvas for every adventure. But Flicker harbored a secret, one he kept locked deep inside, a secret not even the oldest, wisest beetles, nor the youngest, chattiest ants could guess. Flicker was afraid of the dark. For a firefly, this wasn't just a small worry, it was enormous, like a storm cloud always following above. This was no ordinary problem. Flicker belonged to the Glow Patrol, a brave and playful team of fireflies with a very special job. Each night they would gather by the moonlit sea, their lights twinkling like tiny lanterns, and help newborn turtles find their way from the sandy dunes to the shimmering waves, grass and over rocks, showing them where the ocean waited, safe and welcoming. There was a time when Flicker loved every second beneath the stars. He darted and danced through the nighttime air, his little light pulsing with laughter during games of hide and seek. He could zip among the fronds of ferns and spiral down moonbeams with his friends, feeling as brave as any knight in the oldest stories. But one evening, that all changed. In the middle of their lively flying, Flicker's curiosity led him away from the laughter of the other fireflies. He chased a ribbon of wind, spiraling through the trees, until he found himself in an unfamiliar part of the forest, and too late, realized he was alone. He flitted past a gnarled old tree, its bark cracked and curling, and accidentally tumbled down into a hollow at its base. A soft thud echoed in the silence. The world inside the hollow was different. There, darkness was not playful, nor was it gentle. "Hello?" Flicker called into the empty space. Only the thick, suffocating silence replied, heavy as a blanket made entirely of shadows. Suddenly, a ghostly sound shivered through the air above him, like wind sighing through the bones of the old tree. A huge, blurry shadow passed over the hollow's opening, darkening it even further. In that instant, Flicker remembered an old story, whispered among fireflies since the world was new. The tale of the Light Eater, a creature that prowled the deepest parts of the night, hungering for the bright glow of any firefly foolish enough to stray too far. Flicker's tiny body trembled, and his glow fizzled to nearly nothing as panic seized him. He squeezed his eyes shut and waited for the imagined horror. When he finally peeked through trembling wings, the shadow was gone, but the dread inside him remained, curling up in his heart and growing heavier with every beat. That night marked a change in Flicker. After that, whenever night fell and the Glow Patrol gathered, Flicker would find a reason to stay away. Sometimes he pleaded a tummy ache. Sometimes he whispered that he had forgotten something important. Any excuse was enough if it meant he could stay in the soft safety of his leaf bed, far from the terrifying vastness of the dark.